But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 2nd and 2, Mariota. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incomplete.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Wants a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. Taken right around the 44. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
They do a double team, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Bills first
But
down.
one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
26.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
86.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Call it a gain of 5. And the Bills will move the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. This complete to Jones.
Mariota's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Mariota. It's a screen to Richard. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he second touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Tyler Bass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders, and it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Brings up second.
When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mariota. Defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And this one's going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Then his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Bills 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And this will pop up easily. He will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Tyler Bass.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Rhodes. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Mariota. Reception here by Rhodes. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A gain of 5. 1st down Raiders.
38-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Got an open man. It's Rhodes. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10.
Ain't doing nothing.
And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
To number 23. Touchdown.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. It's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Average nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
This throw caught right around the 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Max Crosby on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Bills 21. Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats That's a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
36-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of
Second down and 7.
Second and 7.
Mariota. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Mariota. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Raiders 31.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Max Crosby.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second and 7, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Got an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bills on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
First down, Buffalo.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Tyler Croft. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
And no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
Number 30, Jalen.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Randy, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
45-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Bills' 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he finds Beasley complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
16 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
4-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Mariota to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They'll hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, they'd be up in the 300s right now. One last throw here for Tannehill. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. 31. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Las Vegas,